Now that breaking news and a huge blow to President Trump's signature economic policy. The Supreme Court calling his sweeping tariffs illegal, ruling he exceeded presidential authority by imposing tariffs on nearly every U.S. trading partner. Doug Williams joins us now with the breaking details. This really was the first time this court ruled against the president on such a huge issue.
It is politically shocking, and of course we'll get into that, Jessica. The Supreme Court ruling 6-3 that the president does not have the authority to place these sweeping tariffs on goods from U.S. trading partners around the world. This means relief may be coming around here for consumers and small business owners. We just don't know when or in what form. In a massive 6-3 ruling Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down President Trump's use of sweeping tariffs around the world, ruling that he does not have the authority under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act.
A major defeat for the president. I think you can put that right up there with some of the most significant Supreme Court losses by a U.S. president in history.
President Trump was in a closed-door meeting with governors at the White House at the time of the ruling, but CBS News has learned he called the ruling a disgrace and said he has a backup plan. Big picture, the ruling will define presidential authority in international trade and what the executive branch can or can't do without congressional approval. And prices not just changing for investors, but consumers and business owners. CBS's senior business and technology correspondent, Jo Ling Kent.
We expect overall prices, which could be good news for consumers, to drop, but that won't happen quickly. We do expect businesses to start seeking tariffs and perhaps forming class action lawsuits to get this money back. As a result of this ruling, those companies could get refunds from the Treasury.
Reaction came in quickly from local lawmakers. Governor Kathy Hochul applauded the ruling, calling the tariffs, quote, an unlawful backdoor tax on hardworking families. New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand adding that the ruling confirms that, quote, beyond just being reckless and vindictive, President Trump's tariff scheme was unconstitutional. And as we mentioned earlier, this is a Supreme Court that has often taken criticism from Democrats and the president's detractors for ruling in favor of President Trump's policies. Two of President Trump's own appointees, Justice Amy Coney Barrett and Justice Neil Gorsuch, both ruled against the president's tariffs, as did Chief Justice John Roberts. Jessica.
It really was a referendum on presidential authority, if you look at the wording by the Chief Justice. And now the question is, what happens to those hundreds of billions of dollars that we've already collected? I know that's an ongoing question.
And again, when the ruling came down, President Trump's in this closed-door meeting with governors, and we're expecting, he said before the meeting, before the cameras were taken out, that he is going to take questions. And of course, that was before the ruling.
That'll
so
be
see if we get that.
Probably the first question asked.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Doug. And the stock market reacting to the Supreme Court's ruling. You can see the Dow Jones there up this afternoon. Do stay with us for continuing coverage as we navigate this major Supreme Court decision and what it means for the economy and your wallet. We'll have more on this story coming up on CBS News New York at 5.